I am live in Southwest Florida, North Naples, also called Bonita Springs, sorry. It's been a long day, so hopefully this works. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me live, and we can talk a little bit about listing software and the business and everything else. We got to wait a few minutes for the people to come in, and then we can start talking. It was a difficult flight, so let's see. I was up at 4:30, arrived at the airport at 5:30. Everything was fine. Everything was good. Also, the comments, this is a little bit strange because the comments are going to come up a little bit weird here, and I don't think there's anything I can do about that. But I said I would come here and do live. Howdy, Eric Gunter. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Said I was going to do this live, so here I am live. We are here in Southwest Florida, beautiful Bonita Springs, Florida. Just arrived here. The flight was delayed in the morning leaving, and then the flight was absolutely beautiful, very easy. The airport was beautiful. Took an Uber here, and now there are palm trees and nice weather, and I'm dressed for beautiful weather. So we're gonna head down to the beach and enjoy ourselves and take a couple of days, because in 2 more days, we go live with the e-commerce business. And this is just gonna be such a huge, massive undertaking, and I'm really excited for it. But I also want to kind of regenerate. Lou, good to see you. Charlie Goki, welcome, welcome, good to see you. I also want to I need some time to regenerate. I've done this in the past where I didn't take time for myself, and I pushed, and then it puts me in a bad spot. Andy Reno, good to see you, welcome. Den Decor Depot, good to see you, welcome. So the comments will come up quick, so if you have any questions or anything, or if I miss it, I apologize. But really, for me, the weather is just so beautiful. I left snow, it was cold, and here it is just absolutely beautiful. Everyone's in a happy, good mood and getting some vitamin D. So I want to get some Mexican food and get some good fish down by the water. So really glad. I was almost hesitant to do this because it's so close to the launch date. I was kind of hesitant, should I go or not? I don't know, and I'm glad that I did, because I do feel like a weight is off my shoulders for a couple days here. So we've had a lot of people sign on to ListEasier in the past couple of days, especially with the new year. For those of you who are just starting new, keep it up. Keep hammering it. Classic Phase, good to see you. Yes, I'm relaxed. Go relax and enjoy the sun. Thank you. Behind the Bubble Wrap, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't been to Florida in quite a long time. I was in Fort Myers, I think 4 years ago or so, but it was just a stopover and then left again. But, I want to talk about artificial intelligence and listing software, and I want to talk about all the just the crazy amount of data that we see leaving the site. So you guys are listing like crazy. All those New Year's resolutions, people are doing them. They are hitting full bore in January. So I would say, if there's a message, signing up when Flex is ready, John, nice. If I would say, if there's a message, it's just keep the gas up. Keep the gas up. And this is what we want to do with our business. When we do this $100 million launch in 2 days, this is what we want to do with our business. We want to go full gas, go hard, stay consistent, kind of be a bit of a touchstone for everyone else who's doing this, or a fraction of this, where we can all kind of go through this and do this together. So we recorded the Profit Playbook podcast yesterday. It was a really good episode. We talked about the things that we want to do in 2026. We talked a little bit about what's holding us back and what we think can help us improve. And I think those are the kind of discussions, it's almost symbolic. I mean, really, for me, all these plans were laid a long time ago, and it doesn't really matter the year or anything else. It's just fiscal year, it works. But it is important to have those discussions within your business. It's important to plan forward, for sure. John Worldwide Weber says, hi, Josh, I will be signing up today. Thank you, John. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sure you will enjoy it. And remember, if you ever have any questions, either go through the customer support or just reach out. I am answering my email while I'm here. I'm answering text messages, everything. If you need help, I'm here. I want to help. The worst thing that could ever happen is people don't get value out of the software, but I'm positive you will, because the vast majority, as in 85 or 90% of the people who try it, end up using it over and over and over again. So it's really solving a pain point for a lot of people. And I hope it can do the things that it's done for other people. where you're seeing them now report their year ends, and the conversation across social media, and this is, of course, not us telling people to say this. John Worldwide Weber is excited about it, awesome. But you're hearing it across social media that for the most part, accounts were a lot higher this year. So top line revenue for a lot of businesses on eBay were much, much higher. And the reason for that is ListEasier. So if it wasn't the case, we'd get roasted and destroyed. Flex is coming soon. I don't know where it is. I know, hey, send that sun to Ohio. I know, keep that nasty weather up there, Eric. It's so brutal. It's cold. Flex, so I don't know where we are with Flex. I know it's very close. They had one major fix that they had to work on, and I believe that that was close to being fixed. I think the message I saw was, we'll have it fixed as soon as the new year rolls over or something, which was, yesterday. So I think that will be rolling out soon, but of course we don't want to roll it out with bugs or any issues. We want this thing working for everyone. I'm at Tim Hortons and it's 25 degrees out now. Eric, I am at, I think it's like 75, 78 degrees. You pull off a pink shirt very well. Thank you. Only in Florida. It doesn't work as well up north, Andy. Yeah, if you guys want to see, this is, there's a pool here and they're doing some work, and then some residences behind me. It's, it's not the world's greatest hotel, but it does the job, and it's nice here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just so happy to be here. Signed my MO. Your MO. Modus operandi? What does that mean, Eric? Tell me what that means. So, guys and girls, ladies, gentlemen, business owners, you said you were going to Barrie to buy a deal that doesn't look like Barrie. Looks beautiful. There's Rhiannon. Thank you, Rhiannon. It is very nice here. Dave, I'm on my way. I just thought instead of going north that I'd start south and I'd loop around. But Dave is the one to ask in the chat too. 38 degrees here in the boonies of Kentucky, says Lou. Yeah, keep it up there. I don't want that. Dave is the one to ask in the chat where we are with ListEasier, but believe me, nobody wants it launched more than him and Travis and myself and Spencer. We all want to launch it, but it has to, it has to be working and in 100% order, because that's what you all expect. Now we've put ourselves in this position where we've set the bar high. So the bar is high and we have to meet those expectations, so we can't ship out stuff that has edge case bugs. I don't know if I will do, so one of the questions somebody asked the other day is, are you going to do any thrifting while you're down there? I don't think so. I mean, part of me just wants to see what it looks like. Of course, they're starting up the work here. So let me know if you can hear me or if you can't hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. Need a shirt for the gym. I flex with ListEasier. Nice, yeah. Nice. Maybe we'll have to do that. Do you want the cutoff sleeves, like the old school style cutoff sleeves? Yeah, I was thinking, I wonder if they have any antique shops here. I know it's really not that old, so I looked into the history. Loud and clear, awesome, Lucky Finds. Okay, perfect. It's not that old. I think Bonita Springs was only incorporated, I think I read it in 1910 or 1912. And before that it was called Survey, because that's where the U.S. Geological Service did a survey. So I don't think there's a whole lot of history here. And to believe it or not, there are a lot of Canadians and people from northern states down here. So I don't know what kind of stuff I'd end up finding, but it would be fun to just duck into a shop and see. But I don't know. I just want to put my toes in the ocean and kind of just take it easy, because it's coming full blast. You should check out the flea markets. Is there one here, Gutted? Maybe I should. I mean, this would be for enjoyment and vacation. It doesn't necessarily fit the business model that we're doing for ListEasier, but it might be fun to see what's here. Maybe people don't come here to go to flea markets. I'd like to see what's all here. But I'll probably end up cutting this one down a little bit, just because they're doing construction here, and see the guys are painting. I don't know if you can see that up there, but it's not loud to you, but it's loud to me. But I think I don't know. I'm really pumped. I can't wait to get this thing going. I want to launch this thing. I want to launch it now. Spencer's excited. Dave's excited. Flex also, of course, but the stuff business, like the ListEasier e-commerce business, I'm super excited for that. AirPods. I've got some headphones, but I don't have the proper plug for it, so we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna push through. Life isn't perfect, it is what it is. And then Flex, of course, I'm super pumped for that as well. But I wanted to know, anybody or everybody, how is your January starting? ListEasier launch time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is, Lou, yeah. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. So, that reminds me. I said I would give updates and I don't have the update thing here. I opened a second account, or we opened a second account for ListEasier. So now it's running 2 accounts, no listings yet, nothing listed. That starts 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then when I do the live on Monday, January 5th, I'll be talking about what the accounts are, or which accounts are active, total amount listed, all that will be there. And then if you have any questions, of course, I'm going to answer it. And it's just going to be a document of the things that we're doing. So what works, what isn't, what are we listing, what are we focusing on, how is it working, did we find any gems, any cool stuff, is it, did we make a mistake, and kind of the ups and downs. Den Decor Depot says it's a steady start to the year for us. Awesome. Crush it. The start, when we start the e-commerce listing business on January 5th, it's going to start slow, and we're aware of this. And I think this is when we're going to get maybe a little bit of pushback out there in social media land, because it takes time. It takes time to establish the account, get the listings up. But as this thing starts rolling into months and even years, by remaining consistent, we're going to see some crazy growth. I'm 100% positive of it. Tammy, good to see you. Welcome. But I was late today because of the delays with landing, and then delays the Uber. So I was waiting upstairs. Uber was arriving downstairs. I was confused. So I was hoping to maybe run into some people who are Florida natives from YouTube, but they're all on the other side of Florida. Yeah, Classic Phase is very busy to the start of the year because of ListEasier. That's awesome. Luke Coyne says, won't eBay restrict huge early growth? That may happen, Luke. Yeah, that may happen. So when we were doing our test accounts, we had one account that got flagged because we listed like 10,000 items in a day. So probably it will gear back a little bit. I think we have a pretty good gauge of where the stop limit is, and we'll play within those limits, or we'll list within those limits. But we'll have to see. I mean, there's going to be lots of stuff like that happens. For sure. We could fill up an account within a month. I don't know what's going to happen, but definitely issues like that are going to turn up. 100%. Could we get, if we go too crazy, could they flag us? Yeah, it's possible. Could they do things like restrict our dollar amount? I don't think we had a restricted dollar amount, but we may hit those limits quick. And if we hit those limits, we might have to open a second account. I don't really know what's all going to come up, but we're just kind of duke it out and box with it as it comes out. As it comes up. Happy New Year, Ms. Unites. B Nudes, Happy New Year to you. The way the screen is set up is very different in the warehouse, and I think I almost prefer the warehouse setup. But we're gonna muscle through this. But I'm also distracted by the palm trees in the background. I'm like, because palm trees, we never, that's not something we see up in Canada ever, unless it's fake or someone cuts a spruce into a palm tree. I just can't believe people live here year round. It must get brutally hot in the summer. Eric Bressi opened a second store. Nice, Eric. What are you don't have to tell everyone, but do you have a plan for what you're going to list in each store? The thing with multiple stores that I think everyone has to be aware of, including us, that we recognize is there is no, like, you have to go from store to store to store to manage all the things that are happening. So logging in to one and logging into another and then log into the other, to see what's all sold, importing it sometimes differently into listing software. Don Flippin says we add to eBay through ListEasier after a month-old eBay. If we end similar, I missed it, Don. It happened too quick. I wish I could see it. Oh, there. Yes, I can see it. We add to eBay through ListEasier after a month old in eBay. If we end and list similar, how does that affect anything? Or should we not do that? Yeah, so with end and sell similar, my opinion on that, Don, is primarily if your listing is already optimized, ending and sell similar only benefits you if new people have put that on their watch list. So if new people have put those keywords on your watch list, then yes, end and sell similar will work. However, what you are foregoing is having strong rank, SEO rank. This thing is right beside me now. Having strong SEO rank on Google. So every time you end and sell similar, you break the link on Google. I am of the opinion, and we have seen the most success with, build the listing properly, put up stuff that people want, put it up for good prices, optimize the listing so that it gets listed virtually everywhere, with the exception of some of the other selling platforms, but it will get onto Google and a lot of the LLMs, and it will be optimized for high rank. And if you're doing all those things, that's literally the best you can do. If you end and sell similar, you break the link to do it again. Yeah, it will ruin your SEO. Exactly, Lou. And if you have multi-quantity, then you're really, really doing yourself some damage, because as the EEAT or the rank of that listing gets higher and higher, you'll only perform better on your SEO. Classic Phase wants to know, I hope I answer that question, but I got this thing is right here. I'm doing my best. Classic Phase says, Josh, would you mind sharing the name of your stationary camera that you've been taking photos with for your listing? So we have a few different ones. Classic Phase, the first one that I used that I got a lot of use out of, and I found it really good, was the Caesar scanner. And Eric Bresci actually uses that camera as well. So Eric, if you want to put that in the chat, I would appreciate it if you have time. We use another one. I don't know what it's called. I'd have to ask Super Dave. The one that's on the rail is a different one. Eric Bresci is books and media in the first store and ephemera print ads in the second store. Nice. Nice. Miss Unite says it freshens in the eBay new browse queue. Otherwise, it detracts both metrics in eBay and externally like Google. I would agree, yeah. I think when you end and sell similar, for my own personal opinion on this, B-Nudes, is that it benefits you that if someone has those keywords saved in their list of things that they're looking for, they'll get notified and you may sell it. Or if you end it and no, that's pretty much it, honestly. But most of the traffic will come from Google. If traffic is coming from Google and you break those links on Google, you're not going to sell your item. And for a lot of items, you've got to wait for people to show up to buy them. If you're doing one-offs and they're unique or rare or antique, your buyer just might not be there yet. They might not have searched for it. But when they do search for it, they're going to find either a broken link or you're just not going to be ranked because you keep ending and selling similar over and over again. Yeah, Lou says it'll ruin your SEO. You got to put that hard hat on. Tell him, Lou, like the old days. Like the old day. Make a ListEasier hard hat. Seriously. Foghorn Lake says hello. Good to see you, Foghorn Lake. Welcome, welcome. ListEasier hard hats. Classic Face says, okay, thinking of using one and there are so many, need suggestions. I would say Classic Phase, you're always going to find better performance with a higher megapixel camera. Caesar, yes. Amazon seller says Caesar Max is awesome for books and media. We have two of them. They're definitely worth the price. I agree, Amazon seller. So the one I have, the only thing I find sometimes is that it doesn't catch the book because the book will be like 12 by 10 or something. So I have to put it up on a shoebox or a box so it takes a picture of the entire book. But it is totally worth the price. You plug it into your computer, hit the space bar, takes a picture. It's fast. You can tell how many pictures you're taking so that you stay to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so that you can auto assign when you go to ListEasier. Foghorn Leg says, rares, antiques, and collectibles might come from Google, but commons are from eBay searches, in my opinion. You got to remember, Foghorn Leg, that a very small fraction of search actually happens on eBay. It's a very small amount. Even eBay sellers and buyers like myself, I will search Google for items that I want on eBay. Sometimes when I search for items on eBay, the item doesn't come up. But if I search on Google, it's going to come up somewhere. So a lot of times, even for me, Google is the preferred search. Traffic on site is slowly decreasing. I can't give you numbers for that right now, but off-site traffic and off-site conversions are slowly increasing, and on-site traffic and on-site conversions are slowly decreasing. So you really want to optimize your rank off-site. That rank will be good for quite a long time. But again, then we got to make sure our pricing is on and we're actually selling stuff that people want. Yeah, sellers use Google for IDing items and seller comps. Sure, Google reverse image search they use Google for, but even to buy, you got to think of mobile too. Not everybody has the eBay mobile app, but everybody has a mobile browser. A lot of people buy from mobile. The numbers of people buying from mobile are going up higher and higher and higher. This is actually a big thing for ListEasier, is that we want to get a mobile app out because we know so many people are reliant on mobile. People buy from their phones. I buy from my phone. But not everybody is on eBay. So this is the big thing with ListEasier, is we want to get those items ranked, indexed, off-site as well. I'm getting excited here now. So I gotta have my finger on the screen to scroll up and down. This thing is roaring and the paint from whatever they're doing is blowing in my face, but I'm doing my best, guys. And I'm getting notifications on my phone. I got a new request. Someone wants to cancel or send a return. Miss Unites, Bnud says, exactly, Josh. The seller has to consider what they are selling. For example, say collectible video games where collectors have saved searches to try and snarf new titles listed. Exactly. So I have certain saved searches for stuff that I'm looking for. And to be honest with you, it really frustrates me when people keep ending in sell similar, because I've already seen that item. I know I don't want it. It's either overpriced or it's not what I want. And people keep ending and selling similar. It may work at some point, but I don't think it works as well, or my opinion is it certainly doesn't work as well. And this is opinion, of course. It's got the electrical cord in the water. Can you imagine somebody was swimming in that? My opinion is you want SEO rank is number one. You want high rank, because if it's high rank, it's eventually going to sell, especially if people are driving or getting driven towards the listing. Classic Phase says, thank you, you're welcome. Then Decor Depot says, Etsy has been very good for us in the past 2 months. Can't wait for cross-listing capabilities. Some ListEasier items have made their way there via nifty AI for us. Nice. So they're taking our optimized listings and they're putting them over on Poshmark for us. Amazon Seller 99 says, the Caesar Max comes with a one-click button and a foot pedal. That's even better. So there you go. You just press the foot pedal or you just press the click button and you're flying through it. Joe Samard says, Happy New Year. Welcome and Happy New Year to you. Classic Face says, thank you for the info. Lag says, hello. Hello, Lag. Welcome. Okay, everyone, I'm going to cut this one short. I'm going to go out and enjoy myself and go to the beach. Next time we speak, everyone, we are going to be live with numbers on the dashboard, cranking out the e-commerce listings, using ListEasier at scale It is going to be it's going to be an incredible operation, and I'm looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be a crazy year. It's going to be very transformational. You're right, Miss Unites, but not only for ListEasier, it's going to be transformational for a lot of sellers. The people who are using the software, and of course it's going to sell like sales, I know, but the people who are using the software are very excited for the future. This is a huge change from where we were even a year ago. It was very negative. Sentiment was negative. Outlook was negative. People were leaving. And now we see in a select few, outlook has changed. People are very excited for the future. They're looking forward to what their businesses can do in the coming years, not even the year, but the next 5 years. So I'm excited for it too. I'm on board. We want to be a part of it. Starting Monday, we're going to be. And I hope you all join me Monday. We'll be back in the warehouse, and we're going to have some good numbers for you guys, and we're going to start going on this. Before I go, Lou had a great idea. Why don't we guess? I don't know how we're going to guess this in this chat, but if you want to put it in the comment section when this video ends, guess what the number of items listed will be when we do this live broadcast at noon, and what the dollar amount will be. And if you can guess it, the one who's closest, maybe we can get a prize sent out to you, something from ListEasier. So everyone, thank you all. Enjoy your day, and I appreciate you all. We'll see you Monday. Big Monday.